Alright, I'm back with the '05 Lincoln Aviator. I'm doing tie rod ends and sway bar bushings. I'm going to go with sway bar bushings real quick. Hopefully I don't hit the stop button this time. So anyways, that's the old assembly here that I reused, and I'll show you why I reused it. It wasn't bent, or it had the middle piece. The bushings are gone. But this is what they give you. This is what I got, at least. I think it was O'Reilly's. I can't remember. So it's beneficial just to get this, and I'll show you why. And put these on. Well, for me it was easier this way. Take these and put it on the other one, because I think this is a little bit longer than the other one. So what I did was I took these off of here, put that onto here. But you have to slide it from the bottom, then put the bushings on, put all the assemblies in, and then what you want to do is go ahead and take this nut right here, this nut, because it's not attached here, right? It's just the nut, and the nut will go through the top. So what you do is you put the nut onto the top of this, and then you take this 2x4 and you get it in here. Make sure your stuff's out of the way, and you get it in there, and then you have to push up real hard, and it'll lift that bar up out of your way, and you can just slide, come around here. I pushed it up with my shoulder, my arm, I can't remember. Anyways, I lifted it up, and the bolt will keep the assembly together, and you just slip it over and the bolt will pop through. And you take that bolt off and put this nut on. And I keep calling it a bolt, anyways, the nut. So you take the nut off, put this nut on, and then just put it back together with what I had, the 15mm on the top, and then the 5/8 is on the bottom. And you use a socket, because you have to the way it is, you have to get up in there. It's got a little spot under there you have to get up in. So that's the sway bar bushings. It's pretty simple, actually. Now the tie rod ends, I had to spray my bolt, spray my nut. It comes off down here. This nut comes off down here. I sprayed it, and I took my heat gun and I heated it up, and it's an 18mm. So I used one of these. These are great. So I put it on there, and it was the downward motion, and back and forth. I had to hit it with my hammer a little bit to get it started. After that, I think I hit it several times. Just put some pressure on it and keep it from bouncing, and then hit it, and it'll come loose, and then just take it off. And then I had to I sprayed this nut here you have to take off, and then I heated it real good and put this on the bottom of the bolt and hit it with the hammer. And so it's coming out now. So when I get that out, then I went ahead and got the tool, the rented tool. You buy it and then bring it back. And so this will pull it. When you go to pull it, it'll pull it nice and smooth. And the guy was saying you could put it back with it, I think is how it works. Keeps it nice and even. From what I understand, some directions I had was to set your screws as close as possible, and then on the end to turn this and to where it should slide easily up inside of here. Back in the new one should slide easily up into there, and that should be set pretty close to what you need. And then I sprayed the bolts that are up in there. I sprayed those bolts so I haven't gotten that far. But anyways, hopefully this helps you out. Couple little tips, you know, make it a little easier on you, and just make sure you got your stuff out the way, your little wire, or you know, don't pry on this. That's your brake line, and then this wire here, I moved that wire out of the way. So it's pretty simple. And when you push up on it, like I said, take this nut off of here, put it on there, and it'll go right into that hole. Then you can lift it and adjust it, make sure that it's straight where you want it, and then tighten it up. And I went about to where it was before. So, oh, and I put a little Loctite on it too. So that's what I did there. I'll probably do a little Loctite on here because I shouldn't be changing those again. So don't forget, if you have Loctite, I'd probably go ahead and use it. Hope it helps. Bye.